Hey guys, I'm Colwen, another Transformer video. We've got Transformers Generations Cup. And this one was really interesting when he came out, and I think he holds up fairly well. He's got a few little weird issues, but we'll get into that. First of all, let's go ahead and straighten them on up and bring in my comparisons. We have Film Noir Spider-Man, we've got Scourge, we've got Hubcap, we've got the Dead Autobot, and we've got Barricade. And the closest one we have is Classics Hot Rod. I like to pose these guys together, but yeah, they really aren't meant to go together. He actually came with Cyclonus in a 2-pack, I want to say. Go ahead and put him off the side and bring in all the other cups. Let's go ahead and bring in all the cups for the side-by-side on the cups. We've got Studio Series Cup here. We've got Titan Return Cup here. We've got RID Cup. And we've got Classics Cup. And it's really interesting to see how they drastically changed along the way from the first version. Like, you can kind of ignore the RID version, but like he's all rounded off. He's, again, ignoring him, and these guys go really angular and stocky, and like they're all the same character, but just different interpretations on them. It's really interesting to see that. So, Generations Cup. First of all, I want to get out of the way. Yes, this is his original head sculpt. The light piping is fairly nice. And getting both my fingers out of the way. Yeah, that's pretty good light piping. There was an upgrade kit for this guy with 2 extra heads. One of them had a little tiny cigar in his mouth, and that upgrade kit was so common that it's actually pretty running. It's not uncommon that you find this guy on eBay with the replacement head, so it's just funny that way. He's got minimal backpack, very nice clean silhouette, not a whole lot of junk hanging off, just these ugly door panels which could be like shields anyways. I like he's got this sleek, angular, all rounded off thing going on. He does have the 3mm clip system. And so you can actually take his rifle and clip it up there. You can clip it on his door panel shields. Gotta get it on there at just the right angle. But really, you're just going to want to have him hold it in his hand like a regular rifle. And this is actually meant to be a Cybertronian blaster musket. It's a blaster musket. Yeah. Whatever. Articulation. He's got... This is not part of articulation. That is the head not wanting to stay up. Part of the transformation being a little wonky. But he does have a ball-jointed head. It is unfortunately restricted due to just the shape of it. I like the blue shiny paint and the translucent little headlights going on there. He's got universal jointed shoulders and an internal hinge that's really more for transformation. A under the elbow swivel. He's got this weird swivel that goes outwards and then swivel that goes forward, so you can kind of finagle them together to get him to kind of cross his arms. It's interesting. He's got proper wrist swivels. That is nice. He really was. Like, the entire Classics line and Generations line, really, oh, they did a lot of good stuff. No waist articulation due to his transformation. He does have universal jointed hips and at the thigh swivel. His knee is a little restricted, but it's alright. He's not supposed to be a real spry athletic character. He does have articulated ankles, though. Look at that. He's got articulated ankles. Oh, that hasn't been that wasn't standard for a while there. So let's go ahead and get into the transformation. So he's got this weird thing up in his chest where it's all spring-loaded together, so you got to kind of fight with it. It's easier to transform them into robot mode, but it's annoying to get them out of robot mode because of the way these springs kind of fight against each other. So when you bring it over, you gotta swing the entire torso around and then force those pieces to stay open. You grab this hood piece at the back right here, and then you can use that to wedge between and then get those all lined up. Now the whole thing is transformed and in place. You're going to take these shoulders down here and hinge them downwards to get those wheels lined up, and the wheels will move into place on their own. Take the door panels and spin them around so that the rounded part goes towards the front fender where the front tires are. And you can go ahead and tab those into place. Tab those into place. There we go. Then come back here. We can take these knees, pull them up, and tab them in place. And then pull out these pieces here to fill in the gap. And then we can just fold the feet down and close the back of the truck up like that. Take the rifle here and stick it through the hole down there, and then get far enough down. There's this little peg here on the back of his hips. That's going to go into the first hole right there. And there we have them in vehicle mode. So let's go ahead and bring in all the cups. We have Studio Series cup right here. We have Titans Return cup right here. We've got RID cup. And we've got Classics cup. Oh yeah, good stuff. The Classics of Cup. Here he is next to Scourge. Here he is next to Hubcap. We got the Dead Autobot. We've got Barricade. We've got Film Noir Spider-Man. And yes, we can put them next to Classics Hot Rod, and they actually look pretty good together. I liked how the Classics line, they had a similar, design language, different style, similar style throughout. I mean, yeah, he's a hot rod and he's a pickup truck, but still, they look like they exist together properly and they scale very nicely together. He transforms so drastically differently than any of the other cups. His vehicle mode is nothing like the movie vehicle mode, but it's still really cool, and it's like almost realistic. Like, you could see one of these things cruising down the road. Maybe not in America, but definitely in Japan, where they actually were heavily inspired. You can drop down the tailgate if you want, and even lift up the tailgate a little bit. Probably can't do that in real life, but that's still kind of cool. He's got the nice weapon storage down here. Yeah, nah, overall, Classics Cup is a really good figure. The articulation could be better. The transformation's a little goofy. But yeah, you should really track one down and add him to your collection. He's a really good representation of Transformers Cup. So yeah, I'm Colwen. I've been talking about Transformers Classics Cup. Very good figure. Highly recommend it. Thank you for watching.